Hi, welcome to Ray's Sensation. I'm your host, Dan, and on this episode, I am going to be taking a look at the Bad Girl comic from the 90s that includes vampires and werewolves and other ghoulies. Join me, won't you? Okay, so here we go. This is FANG. And this concerns here's our hero, Francesca. This book is by Kevin Tyler. And Kevin, as far as I know, I think there's only these 3 issues of this comic. You know, now that I think about it, I haven't checked to see if there's any more for a couple years now. And there might actually be more. I should get on like eBay or something and look around. Just to make sure. I think it's just these 3. This is the only action comic I have by Kevin. I do have, back in the day, I bought a bunch of different adult comics. And those I will not be doing on the YouTube channel. Most of the adult comics I bought were from Fantagraphics. You know, when the famous cartoonists kind of slummed it up a little bit, but there were some other publishers who were putting stuff out, and I know that I have some of Kevin's stuff somewhere. Well, I might not still have it, but anyway, it's not something I can show on this channel. So let's look through this. FANG. This is Francesca. She's a real badass, and she's bumping up against vampires and werewolves. And she keeps having flashbacks to her mysterious past. What exactly is she? The main thing that is here, I'm just going to show off some of this artwork. I think this compares pretty well, some of it, to stuff like, you know, in the coloring and stuff, the early digital coloring in some of those issues of Heavy Metal and things like that. I don't think this is too far off from that. I kind of like the use of it here. These are some interesting faces on these villains here. Now, I love his weird anatomy. This the way he draws this woman who's supposed to be, you know, the ultimate badass but hot chick kind of thing. He has people riding motorcycles. He's not doing too bad a job. You know, this part is not, you know, there's a couple places where the art crosses over into Power Comics territory where it looks very amateurish but has a lot of soul to it because it's so, you know, got some passion to it. I think a lot of this, though, it's good. It's not the kind of stuff you might see in a Marvel comic or something. So, you know, they're introducing us to this world where there's all different kinds of characters in play, people trying to kill vampires and werewolves, and secret societies run by businessmen and all this kind of stuff. Going to a bar, and again, good colors. Running into a lot of monster people. Most of them I think are just vampires. You know, the super duper motorcycle. I like this shot of her holding her breath underwater. You know, a lot of times when it's hard for people to draw people holding their breath underwater because the characters look a little silly when you do it, and this does too, but looks about right. Here's one of our evil businessmen. And I like this. Here's another flashback to when something similar happened. And here's this. She has a run-in with a weird little girl, and I do like the proportions of this kid. It's really all over the place. And then she has a run-in with this guy who at first acts like he wants to be friendly, and then suddenly cuts her with he grows his fingernails out long and claws her. I'm not going to go through it this much. Here's more flashbacks to the mysterious past. Some of these shots, that looks like Prince to me. And here's this little kitty. In some shots, she looks like a little kid, but in others, she's got she's a little busty for a child. That guy's returned again. And now here we go. Here's one of the werewolves. I do like his artwork for the werewolf. Very cool. Then more TNA, just in case you work at your fill. That's a heck of a. Doesn't that look like the Spider-Man cover that got the artist in trouble? That dragon looks pretty cool too. There's parts of this look very Corbin-esque. There's the demon again. Anyway, I just wanted to show off the monsters. Here's a centaur. Anyway, there you get the idea. So, story-wise, it's the usual mishmash of things that's been done a lot. I guess it hadn't been done that much when this came out. I'm trying to think back because this is like 90s, right? Yeah, 95. What's the series of movies about the vampires versus werewolves? They made a bunch of them. Oh man. What is wrong with my brain? I can't think of it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Be on the lookout. If you find out there's been any more issues of this, let me know.